Jai Hind, friends. What is critical material? Why everyone is talking? Why is these rare earth material are critical? Why is so critical? Especially it is being weaponized now by China, and the whole world is actually not become the captive of it, the rare earth, the way, and they have got a lead of 30 years. So let's understand what are the rare earth minerals. Is it actually rare? Is it availability wise, or is the rare, or it is because it just can't be extracted, or it is very difficult to extract? It has become because the world has not understood and someone has taken the lead. Is that the reason? Let's understand and deep dive in this. In today's world, the critical material is become something like oil was in 20th century, and in even 21st century first half has gone, and it is very very critical. And when we actually read about the periodic table in our schools and the colleges, we knew that there are 118 elements are there in that, and inside that only the 17 elements are the critical. They have been considered critical, and why they have been considered critical. If you'll see from in that table, from SC, where it is written SC, that is the chemical name, to LU, is that 17 of them are, because they are available at the core of the earth. It is not on the surface of the earth, but its availability is in the core of earth. And we all know the core of the earth is 2,900 kilometers from the surface of the earth. 2,900, so very deep inside its availability is there. And when we consider the 17 the mineral or the rare earth mineral, these are basically 15 of them lanthanides are 15 of them, and 2 scandium and yttriums. There are 2 more, that makes it 17, and they have got a property. They have got a unique magnetic property in them. They are luminescent. These are, these elements are all luminescent. Electrochemical properties are there. Then that's why it makes them critical. In today's, in modern days world, in technology, where everything is taken over by the these are used, these critical materials are used, of course, in a very small quantity. But in most of the modern items, these are been, and it's become, that's why it become very critical, because availability, because of the extraction is there from the core of the earth, and someone has got the lead, everyone has not gone, and it is a very small quantity is required. It doesn't require a huge quantity. That has to be understood. So it has not become the cost effective if someone is gone, because the requirement is very small. Like petroleum, petroleum products are there, that requires a huge quantity. The consumption wise, here the consumption is, because of a short time, and it gives you the advantage of this properties of the element is for a very long term time. So requirement is very small. Like in modern technology, you see the consumer electronic items everywhere it is required. In computers, in cloud computing it is required. In network it is required. In communications equipment, these are required. Healthcare system, because the gadgets, the way it has come up, it's required. In electrical vehicles, that is a very very important aspect. And if this availability is not there, we will come to standstill. And that is exactly why how the weaponization is being done. All fighter jets, especially, to the matter of fact that all aircraft, there is a requirement of a critical material. Mobile phone, defense equipment, missiles, you name it, semiconductors, robotic, cloud computing, which I said earlier. So everything, today where it is coming in, drones, even, the long drones, it is required now in these critical materials. And there are only, which I said, 17 of them. Now, let's see, when we say the availability as on today, the known availability of the rare earth material, which is there, this is 110 million tons. This is available as on today, as for the finding what has been explored. 110 million tons. China has got 44 million tons. 44 million. That makes it to about the availability about 75%. Brazil, because that is the availability and they have got, and that extraction part of it I will come back later. Brazil has got 21 million tons. India is third. This is very, very good thing and a very good news for we all Indians. 6.9 million tons. That is enough. You do not require, because the availability is there. Followed by Australia. Australia is 5.7 million tons, and then seventh position, United States of America. In the United States of America, because exploration they have not done, is just 1.9 million tons. Now, when I say a very small quantity is required, let's say by example, for India in 2023-2024, that is 1 year period, that is the total requirement of India was 2,270 tons. Not huge. 2,217 tons. It doesn't require a million tons, it's a small quantity. But what happened? In this availability, which I said, this is enough for the world, and of course explorations are going on. People are talking about the Greenland, in the Arctic region. There is huge deposits are there, but deep inside it might be on surface, especially in the Arctic area. Let's see, how the explorations are going on, especially, and then Russians can have the lead. Now, in this, when we say availability, it includes the extractions and also the refinement part of it. 70% of the rare earth, when you say 44 million tons, is available with the Chinese. And when the extractions and the refining and the processing part of it, 90% of the earth, and they have taken the lead of 30 years. Because, that is what the vision is. When the vision, their leaders, one after Deng Xiaoping, thereafter it's coming on to Xi Jinping, right up to that, they concentrated on that, and they have got a lead of 30 years. Other nations like India, we have got late starter, but I think it is not that bad because the availability is small, and now I think we are going. So in the second slide, because it will become very, very big, we'll see how the weaponization of the critical rare earth material elements is done by the China, and how the world and India is reacting for it. See that in sequel to this. Thank you. Jai Hind.